Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Pokemon Yellow episodic Nuzlocke. Last episode, Roxas went through some of the Rocket Hideout, but finding out that Don Giovanni, the boss of Team Rocket, was actually there already, Roxas thought he might need a little bit of backup, and so went to the Celadon City Gym to enlist the help of Erica, the grass gym leader there. The many women basically said that Roxas would have to defeat all of them before they would rouse Erica from her narcoleptic slumber. Some of them did say, however, that, like with plants, sometimes they take time and preparation and careful nurturing, and basically saying that his plan to just charge into the Rocket Game Corner hideout could have longer unforeseen negative circumstances, but if he takes the time and maybe reaches out to some of the supportive, supports in the town, they can help drive out the Rockets in general. But Roxas adamantly feels that, Erica is the leader and in a position of authority and Pokemon management within the town of Celadon, or the city of Celadon more specifically. So she should be doing more than just sleeping in her gym while Pokemon are suffering. And now facing off against the final gym trainer, Vulpix, or Flare, is burning up a storm. Her passion and wanting to free the other trapped Pokemon, the trapped Abras and Jigglypuffs, now Wigglytuffs, within the game corner, only proving their nefarious intent within Mount Moon, searching and pillaging moonstones to sell the rare Wigglytuffs for profit. But with this final gym trainer defeated, Roxas steps forward to Erica, who is awoken by her gym colleagues, and takes on the gym challenge with gusto. And with that, let's roll our title card. Rite for the Rainbow Badge. Erica levies her first Pokeball, and an unusual grass type that Roxas has never seen before, Tangela, appears. The vine Pokemon extends its blue tendrils, constricting and wrapping around Flare, but its close contact with the fire type only gives it a more easy aim, allowing it to burn and singe the vines, badly burning the creature. However, in a almost reflexive reaction, the vines constrict and wrap around Vulpix, constricting and hurting her with critical binds and strikes. But the burns just continuing to chip away at this Pokemon, however, proving resilient against the special might of Vulpix, not going down quite as easily. Erica just breathes a calm sigh. You know that it's not, strictly speaking, the might of a Pokemon. Its super effective nature would have seen you through this fight. If you had have just stuck to fire and not tried to use quick attack, you would have prevailed. But instead, I get to continue to constrict and restrict your Pokemon's movements. Flare once again volleys a volume of fire, critically burning the Tangela. Death by 1,000 cuts, little trainer. However, Roxas notices that as Tangela pulls and pulls and pulls, the pain from the burn only increases and increases. Flare holds on, even through critical pains, until the Tangela gives out. Now released and full of energy, Flare gains another level, only increasing her danger and potency. However, with a now fresh Weeping Bell, nearly as powerful as Roxas' own Sunny, well exceeding the strength of Roxas' own Sunny, Roxas knows that type advantage is what's going to see him through even with this power disadvantage. Weeping Bell getting a volley of sand doesn't seem to detract its ability to land scores of acid being spit and projected across the gym floor. This was the danger. Even though Huntress would prevail in a battle of flying against grass, its poison typing is now proving difficult. Now, with Princess, however, her poison type would resist the grass and poison. However, her ground typing made grass elements neutrally effective, with a mutual paralysis now leading both Pokemon to be both paralyzed. A lucky miss from Razorleaf sees Princess prevail in this fight. And with that, the final Pokemon Gloom enters the field. Roxas worried for another grass attack. He looks at his options, choosing now to send out Sunny. Grass type versus grass type. Poison type versus poison type. However, grass and poison together would result in a net neutral damage of the poison attacks, and his defense now continues to fall. Roxas now feeling the pressure. Erica simply asks, well, you came in here with exactly 2 Pokemon capable of fighting my grass types. That might have been an ill-conceived notion. If you're so easily wiped by my team, perhaps you're not the one to go take on Team Rocket. Well, Erica, it seems that you've locked yourself into a move that will not see you into victory. And with 2 Dragon Rages, your Gloom will be defeated. Maybe my strategy will see me through this bout. On Gloom's defeat, Erica smiles and says, perhaps you're right. Maybe you will. You are remarkably strong. Please, take the rainbow badge. On adding it to his attaché case, Roxas is also given a grass type move, Giga Drain, capable of allowing Sunny to deal grass type damage and then heal back in the process. Hacking down the tree, Roxas returns to the Pokemon Center and then into the depths of Team Rocket's hideout. The Rockets, going about their normal business, weren't expecting Roxas to return. They must have simply thought he obviously got scared, ran away, and they can now continue their business. But this child was nothing if not impertinent, and on returning, marched directly down into the deeper depths of the Rocket Hideout, in search of Giovanni, and in search of justice for the Pokemon mishandled by Team Rocket's money-making affairs. Journeying and tracking the different pathways of the conveyor belts, Roxas ends up exactly through the maze and into another confrontation with the Rockets. Stop meddling in Team Rocket's affairs, he says, raising a Pokeball and initiating a battle with Roxas. I don't know why the boss tells us to not go too hard on you. I don't know why he seems to think that you meddling in our affairs isn't any worse than the police, than Officer Jenny, than the gym leaders. From all accounts, you've gone and ratted on us to the gym leader Erica. I don't know what he stands to gain from just allowing you to meddle in this. Princess deftly kicks and kicks, destroying the normal types in quick, rapid succession. On the release of a Drowsy, Roxas hopes that a strong body slam would be enough, as Princess, being a poison type, would be weak to psychic damage. But it proves strong enough, and Roxas continues deeper into the Rocket Hideout in search of Don Giovanni himself, who he means to settle the score. Finding useful items like HP ups, PP ups, moonstones, it's clear that Team Rocket are an organization that wish to boost and bolster their Pokemon, making them stronger. But what is the threat that they're so scared of? On finding Roxas in the lowest basement, another Rocket comes forward and says, I've basically been told if you can defeat me, Don Giovanni will meet with you. Take this lift key from my hands if you defeat me, and your goal of confronting Giovanni will be met. Flare jumps out, again willing to put everything on the line to defeat another Rocket. Another Rocket that has captured Vulpixes, that have ensnared Jigglypuffs, that have trapped Abras with psychokinetic bracelets, not allowing them to teleport away. And with every bout of fire she releases, it is like an attack not just from her, but all of the Pokemon that have been attacked and kept here against their will. Her training in the Celadon gym has not only helped her get stronger, but also steeled her resolve as a Pokemon that is capable, as a Pokemon that is a fighter, as a Pokemon that will cause burn and destruction to those that stand in her wake. On dropping the lift key, Roxas runs, takes it in hand, and makes a beeline for the elevators. He can't believe it. He can't believe he's actually done it. Taking a deep breath, he looks to his Pokemon. They're all fairly fighting fit. There is going to be no issue in challenging Giovanni, in hopefully making him stop, in getting him to take a pause and realize the folly of all of this. Taking the shortcut through the conveyor belts back, Roxas once again taking a step forward and making his way to the lift. His head spinning, metaphorically and literally, as he makes his way down. With this, he now has 4 out of the 8 gym badges necessary to enter the Pokemon League. A league that are requesting only the best trainers to take part. Could it be that he could be of the caliber to make it to the league, to make it to the 4 most elite trainers in all of Kanto? Maybe he could. He thinks back to all the previous trials with his other Pokemon. Like Nidoqueen, being too nervous to evolve and grow out of fear of not being cute and beautiful. From Splishy being the innocent, happy-go-lucky Magikarp, to then having to master not only Roxas' fears of the water, but also to master Splishy himself, who in his sudden surge of power could not control it. He then looks to Victory Bell, a Pokemon that wanted to dance and now is a picture of strength and absolute dance combinations. And Huntress, the Pidgeotto who saw his potential even on Route 1 from just the strength and bond of his Pikachu. And then of course, Peekaboo, the one that wasn't really meant for him, but after all they've been through now, he couldn't imagine another Pokemon to be by his side for this entire journey. Jesse and James step forward, saying that the boss might have invited you, but the toll is to give us one of those fossils. We know you're the one that's after taking not only the ones from Mount Moon, but the ones that were being held over in Pewter City. We got intel there was a old amber, and lo and behold, it's gone. And the only non-museum personnel to be seen there was a young upstart with a Pikachu. Roxas simply chuckles at this point, and allowing Sunny to put Coughing to sleep and use growth to increase its strength. Sunny's cut attacks fare this Pokemon no better, and now on reaching level 30, he knows that a Vine Whip now on the non-resisted normal type, with a boost to its special and grasping a special move, sees the Meowth sundered in one quick whip of his vines. Even resisted, Vine Whip does incredible damage, and the Ekans too falls. Sunny finally flexing itself and showing that it might not have been in battles for a while, but it is well able to hold its own in these forays. Jesse and James quickly rush into the elevator, not wanting to experience the ire of the boss at any point now. Finding an item on the table, Roxas rummages through his back. Seeing are there any items, he thinks a HP up, increasing Flair's base health will allow Flair to gain more HP level ups in the future. Using one Hyper Potion to clear up another bit of inventory space, Roxas collects an iron, and not wanting that iron to take up any more space, he rummages through and then feeds that also to his Pokemon. Thinking now on what's ahead, he takes a deep breath and enters Don Giovanni's personal office. The man himself, in his business suit attire, you wouldn't even realise that he was anything but a professional businessman. But his business is in the underhanded selling of Pokemon. Giovanni claps mildly and says, "It really is amazing that you've gotten this far. But given who you are, it doesn't surprise me at all." Roxas looks slightly aghast. "How do you know who I am?" "Well, kid, that's not really important. What is more shocking is that you don't know who I am. But it's not your fault, I suppose. Show me what you can do. Let's see your strength in Pokemon battling." As Onyx continues to rage, Roxas continues to grow, using growth on Sunny. Giovanni laughs. "You know that my Pokemon's entered a rage, and to attack it normally now would only lead to rage getting more powerful. So you being passive for a little while will simply result in you being able to set up and overpower me in the end. Not bad, but not exactly what I wouldn't have expected from someone of your good Pokemon battling lineage." "You don't know anything about my lineage." "I know enough about your father, kid. Why don't we keep these deeper discussions on family for a conversation for another day? Take a Silphscope. See if you can look back on the dead for us. And until we meet again," with the flash of a flashbang, he was gone.